Hello everyone. So in the last video we have seen how we can handle this 255 maximum scenario. That means when we are going through our analog output scenario, okay, when we are going through our analog output scenario, okay, and yes, we know we have to go from 0 to 255. We slowly increase the voltage or analog value, and when it hits 255 we are again come back to 0 and we are again go like this. Okay, so in our code we have seen, okay, we have this and we keep increasing this brightness value, that means the analog value, so that is in another words voltage, and it is all obviously sorry guys, being translated into brightness. Okay, so we are increasing it by the fade amount 5, and yes, if we reach 255 there's no point of going beyond that, because 255 is the maximum brightness the LED can go, get, okay, the maximum analog value, that means maximum voltage, that is 5 voltage, and that will result in the maximum brightness. So if it passes 255, again our logic is going to keep increasing the value to 260, 265, like that. So according to our logic, what we want is, if it passes this 255, the maximum level, it has to come back to 0. That means brightness will increase and decrease, increase and decrease. Okay, increase and decrease. Okay, so what we did is simply we didn't do much change in the code. Instead we have changed the sign value, that means positive minus sign value of the 5, okay, the fade amount. Okay, so the fade amount now will become minus 5. That means this will work the other way around. Okay, only when this is reaching 255 only. Okay, at the time only we quickly what we do, we make it minus 5. Okay, the 5 becomes minus 5. Then the logic doesn't have to do anything with that, because fade amount now will become minus 5. So that eventually will do something like this: 255 plus minus 5. That means 255 minus 5. Okay, so that means 250. Okay, so likewise in the opposite direction we will have the 5. That means we will keep decreasing the 5, okay, from this brightness value, or this what we call analog value. Okay, so this analog value will now start to go down. Okay, because in the next iteration also what will happen, now the current fade amount value is minus 5, right, because we have changed the value to minus minus sign. And also I said you the left hand side and right hand side logic. Okay guys, so you know now in the right hand side the operation is happening and that value is assigned to the left hand side. Since the both variables are same, that means it will be taking that 5 value from the memory location and add the minus 5. That means it will do whatever the right hand side think, and again it will have to insert the new value into this same variable, okay, same memory location. So that means fade amount will become minus 5 now. That means the new fade amount is minus 5. Okay, so once this iteration is passing, next iteration is now going to start here. So at that time we will you know give that 250 analog right output, and then this if condition is not true, because this is false, right, because now the brightness value is 250. Okay, so we will go to this line, next line, we will skip everything here, here, and we will go to this line and we will do the next process. So the current brightness value is 250. 250 minus 5 now is 245. Okay, so now you know 250, 245, like that wise the value will start to fall down. Okay, so because only when we have made it minus 5, right, so we never go to this place, because this is before void loop and void setup. Okay, so void loop is the one going to be repeating. Okay, so when we change the value to minus 5 here, unless we change the value within this void loop anywhere, that will not change, because we are going to rotate within this location. We will never go to this place, right, because this is global variable. So that is the strategy we have. Okay, initially it is 5, here we change the sign, right. So I have explained all these things in the previous videos, you can actually watch them. Okay, so just a recap. Okay, that's fine. So now what our problem is, so it will go down, right, obviously. Okay, the value will go down 250, 245, 240, like guys. At one point the value will reach 0, right. Okay guys, so at a particular iteration the value will reach 0. Okay, so what will happen when the value is reaching 0, in the next iteration the value will go to minus 5, because we are decreasing 5. Okay, we are subtracting 5, and then the next iteration it will go to minus 10, then minus 15, likewise. You know, according to our logic, the minimum value is 0, maximum value should be 255. Okay, so we have created a validation to avoid the value going beyond 255. What we did? If it is 255, we simply change this sign. That means we start to decrease. That means the value will not go beyond 255. So the same way like that, that means this falling down starts. Okay. So the same way, when the value is coming to 0 here, okay, where here, we don't want to go down. Okay, no, we want the system to go up again, right? Okay. So that means the value coming to 0, coming down and coming to 0, we have to make it go again the other way around, right? Up to 255. Okay. So what we can do? We have to do a validation, right? So what validation I will do is, I already have a sign change scenario, right? So simply talking, when this is reaching 255, I have to make it minus, so that it can come up to 0. Okay. So the new fade amount value is -5. That is why it is going down 250, 245, 240, like it is going toward the lower values up to 0. So what I have to do is, let's say if it is coming to 0, I will change the sign again. Then what will happen? The minus value will become plus value, +5. Then what will happen? From 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, it will move, right? Yes or no, guys? So simply what I have to do is, when it is reaching the maximum point, I have to make a sign change from plus to minus. And when it is coming and when it is reaching the 0, that means the minimum value. Okay, that is the minimum value. That means 0 analog value, 0 voltage, and 0 brightness. Okay, I don't want to go beyond that downside. So at that point also, I have to make a sign change from -5 to +5. Okay, wait. So let's see. I don't have to separately write the if condition. Okay, you can see what will this if condition do. If I have minus, okay, if the fade amount is 5, okay, if the fade amount is 5, if I have the minus sign in front of that, it will become -5. Yes or no? Yes. If the current fade amount is -5, okay, that's fine, -5. Okay, let's say if the current fade amount is -5, okay, current value is, this fade amount is -5. Let's say by some condition we come inside this if condition. Now what will happen? There will be another minus coming in front of this fade amount. You understand? So this fade amount is now -5, right? Current one. Okay. Let's say if in this condition, the brightness is, we get into this if condition. Let's say, okay. So there will be another minus in front of this current fade amount, right? So then -5. If you have a minus in front of that, or -5 into minus, that means +5. That means 5. Okay, as you understand. So then -5 is now converted into 5. So 5 will be assigned to this place. Okay, if it is coming here, right? I mean, if this if condition, if the fade amount value is -5, then if you have minus, that will become +5. And if the fade amount value is 5 or +5, obviously it will become -5. Okay, so by adding a minus sign in front of a value will simply make plus into minus, minus into plus. Okay, we have made the plus into minus here because +5 become -5 within this if condition. Now what we have to do to prevent going less than 0? What we have to do? We have to make -5 into +5. Okay, so we have to do the same thing, same equation. Okay, but the value is -5, coming value is -5. Okay, we don't care about that, right? Because the -5 value will be replaced here, and it will be obviously multiplied by the -1, and +5 will be created. Okay, so what I will do is, I will have another if condition for brightness is equal to 0. Okay, another if condition, and then I will have the same line. Okay, so there's a problem here. Okay guys, this might not work. I will delete this since this is nearly 10 minutes. I will catch you up in the next video, guys. Follow me up in the next video simply.